Points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe, even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he'll get up near the 45, they'll spot him at the 44.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Down by Alexander Johnson.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 15 carries, 79 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow stout tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Running is Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Aguilar has it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That escapes the set. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Operating from the gun. Carr. Now it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Here's the 3rd-year running back, Philip Lindsay, and he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Lock on the give, it's Lindsay, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know people see Philip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
No advance.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll get this one to Patrick. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end fan. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
From the 10, 1st and goal. Again, it's Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And McManus able to put it through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Bills with the lead in the 2nd quarter. The Bills trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Chris Carson, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And at the moment, that game is tied with the visiting New York Jets. In the game you're watching, it's been Drew Lock with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard
So
line.
here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. That's caught left side by Judy. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
At the 34-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Lindsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Gain of 14.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Complete to Noah Fant.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
2nd and 5.
Now the Broncos' big-ticket acquisition. It's Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16.
This defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And they see right through that defensively. As he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The kick by McManus is good.
Kick is good.
And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Broncos 6. Raiders nothing.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you got to check both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
From the 27, Carr. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side.
Nelson Aguilar. That's good for a Las Vegas.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Carr will find Williams on the slant. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, caught. That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down, Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack by Todd Davis.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Carr to throw, and the pressure gets to him again. Todd Davis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Here's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. at their own 14-yard line.
So Carr and the Raiders now down 6-0. A minute 55 remaining. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. He'll look to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. They'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Back to throw, Carr. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Back to throw. And he's in for a touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And they have got the lead.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Broncos 6.
Touchdown to the ever-critical PAT as it is now a one-point game here in the dying embers of what has been a sensational game.
A.J. Whitmer on the return.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it over the tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
That almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Las Vegas, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem them. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Start your week by installing your game plan.